just because I had to open the window because you know, smudging the space for everybody, and keeping the space cleansed and clear. Um, but there is some messages that need to come in for you guys, specifically for the next upcoming 30 days. So this is going to be, yes, a timeless reading. So whenever you find it, it's going to be for your next upcoming 30 days. I have some holy herb and Palo Santo as we're cleansing here the space. I'm looking over at the bird sanctuary, which I actually have to put out some more offerings for the birds, and refill their water and things of that nature. But there's something in regards to transformation. And when I say transformation, I mean just changing completely, inside and out. Changing completely emotionally about something, changing completely um, mentally about something, like how you think about things, or how you perceive someone. Okay, angel number 144. Um, Pay attention to angel numbers. Hearing script writing. Someone can get into script writing, or maybe you're watching a spiritualist that script writes. You may be getting purchasing a service. Um, I would consider script writing channel messages, like a channeled love letter, or a channeled message from your higher self, or a channeled message from your highest self, or from your shadow self. Or it's basically like, it feels like a very personalized message. Basically, there's something about scripting. It could also be about manifesting, script writing, just writing down in your journals. Okay, it could be significant. There's something about going west, southwest could be significant. I forget the elements and how they're tied to the directions, but you guys can go ahead and look at that. That could be significant. So whatever element is tied to the west and whatever element is tied to the south could be significant in the next 30 days. Okay. So the space is almost completely cleansed and clear already. That was just me picking up messages as I was giving the cleansing offering for you guys. All right. Let's get into the actual collective spread. I will try to make it a habit of trying to go live at least once a day on either one of my channels. I'm just going to surprise you guys on which channel it's going to be. Okay? If you are not subscribed to my other channel, Crowllies channel, go check that out. Okay? Let's see what's going on here. Do I want to use this right now? I don't want to use this right now. Let's really jump into the oracles first. The oracle messages first, and see what's going on for you guys collectively as a group. And you guys can get whatever messages you need to get on a general scope from these, and then jump into the timestamps if you're watching the replay later on, and watch your zodiac sign and whoever you're dealing with zodiac sign, or however you want to go ahead and do that, right? Okay. For the collective, what's going on for the collective? Okay, taking action. This actually fell on top of water sign, air sign energy. Someone, oh, your ancestors is going in. All right, so your ancestors is telling. Your ancestors is telling. If you know a water sign, if you know an air sign, I feel like somebody did something. Okay, I'm hearing disruptions in the background. So there's something about pardon me, like excuse me, like they did what? Right? That's the energy that I'm getting. All right. Someone decided to purchase some sort of equipment, tools to perform a spell. Someone decided to put money down to actually invest in casting some sort of fucking spell. Now, I'm not sure if this is you guys, so you guys would know, like, okay, yeah, I'm the water sign, yeah, I'm the air sign. Well, then just take it at face value for what it is, right? But if you know that you didn't do anything recently, you get what I'm saying? And you know yourself, you know what you do on a spiritual level. And when I talk about spell work and shit like that, it's not for me to be like, oh my God, you're hexing and everything's gonna go wrong. No. Hop in the fucking bath, do your spiritual bath, do your prayers, get the fuck out, you good. That's it. That's all you gotta do. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh my God, give me $5,000 so that way I can bless your life." No, okay. But somebody, you also have to realize that spell work sometimes is someone wagging their tongue. Let's get some clarification on what's going on here. It did fall on water sign, air sign energy as confirmation. Could have something to do with an ex, all right, or who your ex is friends with, or it could be something about like someone's ex is friends with some family member. So those zodiac signs could be, you know, letting you know, key indicator who we talking about. Someone's questioning things about you behind the scenes, okay, collective. Has something to do with your romantic status. That's not surprising, especially after Mercury retrograde, you know. Double protection. See, this is what I'm talking about. The evil spells and black magic backfired. Okay. So I'll take it also as someone was sitting there and saying things about you that wasn't true. Okay. Painting an image that was false about you. Painting a false narrative. Okay. But this is not going to impact you negatively. I feel like this is actually what's going to impact you positively. So if you start seeing things moving in a positive note, connect with your ancestors, because there's something here that you're not aware of. Someone doesn't have access to your future. Someone is not supposed to be around you. And you're protected from whatever the heck they did. Especially if you guys recently did a cleanse, or, you know, you did your offerings or something like that. You did veneration or altar work, okay? Everybody's spiritual practice is different, so I ain't gonna get in that with you. Hold on. There's a couple more cards on the floor. Tower backfires. There's a tower. There's a tower. And some of you guys, you're actually, as this thing starts crumbling down, so there's a plot. There's a plot that's being crumbled, that was against you, that was conspired against you, which is crumbling in the next 30 days. And as that's crumbling, there's a manifestation of yours that's coming. And I feel like it's one of your manifestations that you've been really impatient about. You're like, come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I can't wait, I can't wait, can't wait. I just want to be in that manifestation. I just want to be living that lifestyle. I just want to be, you know, experiencing the thing, whatever that is, right? Be ready to move forward in love. Some of you guys may need a phone call reading. Only take that if it resonates for you. Be careful with psychic attacks, and be careful with rage baiting. Yeah. Yeah, synchronicities. Someone's ignoring signs. Why you waiting until the last minute? Something about like, this is the last warning. Your ancestors is not playing with you. So you keep ignoring me. Keep ignoring me if you want to. Some of you guys, this is either your roads or you need a foot soak. Okay? Either your roads or you need a foot soak. I'm seeing like a spiritual pedicure. So this is like a spiritual foot wash. It is equally important for you to wash your hands to receive your blessings, to wash your feet, so that way where you walk in your path, you are protected and you are guided to the right, the right path, the right people, the right journey, in the right place, in the right spaces, right? And it's also important for you to cleanse your crown, your head, so that way you do not get confused. And there's no like external manipulations, projected energies, programming, things of that nature that can impact your discernment and your connection with your ancestors and your connection with the Most High, right? And so there's like this energy of like, make sure that if you have walked into spaces and places that were kind of toxic, kind of dangerous, whether it be spiritually or physically, okay, even emotionally, you want to make sure that you cleanse that energy off of you, okay? And I'm not sure if this is just like on a spiritual pedicure type of deal, like, and oh, this is another thing. Be careful like who's taking care of your energy, okay? Because you want to make sure that the person that's taking care of your energy is taking care of their energy as equally, right? They're equally responsible on a spiritual note. Anything else? Your ancestors are saying like you've been looking and you've been researching, or you've been just trying to find something, and they're trying to like figure you out, like what are you looking for exactly? Are you trying to find a specific answer and you're not getting that answer, and so you keep going and searching and searching and searching for that answer? Or are you trying to find a particular type of resolution? Or they're trying to figure out like, what do you want? For some of you guys, they're talking about your love life, your romantic life. But for others of you, they're talking in code. So like, you know what they're talking about, and they're not gonna poke and pry. Yeah, there's a spiritual bath that may be needed at this time. And this is not necessarily, again, because I'm not here to project any negativity. I'm just here to deliver the messages. A spiritual bath may be needed for you to remove built up energy. When you are someone that is highly susceptible to absorbing emotions, to immediately opening up your energy and becoming vulnerable to the people around you, just because you are that type of person, right? You don't necessarily have to be an empath to be that person. You could just be open, you could just be vulnerable. And so energetically, you are susceptible to psychic attacks, to spiritual projections, to psychic manipulation, to what you would call energetic transference or emotional transference. So basically it's like it's not yours, but because it's so explosive and so disruptive and so chaotic, you feel the need that you have to respond to it. Angel number 1414. And so this is something that you've been trying to master as of recently. Okay. And so to hone in this better, so you can manage it better, do more spiritual baths with the intention to remove unwanted energies, unwanted emotions, things that are not yours, so that way you can center yourself. After that type of spiritual bath, you want to go ahead and meditate. You want to go ahead and kind of just listen to yourself. Okay, this is like meditation time, this is prayer time, this is time for you to kind of like, journal and things of that nature. So you could really sit there and think like, wow, what energy has been really impacting me? Why has it been impacting me? Was it a conversation that impacted me the most?
Was it an action that impacted me the most? Was it a particular person, and just that one interactive just destroyed everything else throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, right? They're saying you have to sit with these things to be able to analyze yourself on a more on a deeper discovery of healing self, on what you need, on how to show up for yourself versus showing up for other people, okay? So again, some of you guys may have been feeling like, okay, you know, there's some things that's going on. Yeah, I do see that some people may have decided that they wanted to go ahead and play around with magic and play around with energetic manipulation and things of that nature. Is it necessarily impacting you negatively? No, but it is overwhelming you because it's boggling your energy down with whatever else you're going through in life. You understand? So that's what I'm seeing in regards to that. There's a message here in regards to your spiritual bank account. So you guys will start receiving some funds soon that you have manifested. All right, angel number 1313. Courage unlocks income. Fear dims prosperity. You're playing it too small. Okay? You need to make more bold steps so that way you can multiply your earnings. Work on your solar plexus. That's a great time for you to do your breath work. Some of you guys may need to apply to a new opportunity or present yourself so that way you can get a new offer. Okay? So yeah, I feel like a lot of the stuff that's happening here is just karma things. It's just karma things. That's all. All right, let's get into fire signs. Fire signs, what's going on here? Fire signs. What do they need to know? Fire signs. Fire signs. Hold on, yo. Strength in the reverse. What is this? Queen of Cups. Don't be timid. Don't be shy. Why you shy? You being shy. You being shy. Strength card is in reverse. I didn't even take this as not no weak shit. It's just like you just don't feel. You don't feel the weight of your feelings anymore. It's like you don't feel. You don't feel so strongly about something anymore. And your ancestors are saying, like, it's okay for you not to care as deeply, for you not to be as emotionally pressed about something, the Nine of Cups. Because in a way, that still gives you emotional satisfaction. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, some of you guys, you could have had issues in regards to your, you know, a female at work or a female that you had emotional connection with, okay? Whether it be a maternal figure, a grandmother, like I said, a female coworker. And when I say female coworker, they could be in the same industry as you. Because I know a lot of you don't necessarily work 9 to 5s. And some of you guys are entrepreneurs. So I do want to kind of like broaden the scope a little bit. So that way you guys don't feel like, oh, the message is not for me, but it is. Right? Because remember, this is a general reading. So only take what's applying for you. And so I'm seeing this energy of like, it's not that you don't care. I feel like it's this energy of like, you're tired of being strong all the time. You're tired of showing up emotionally. You're tired of constantly having to be the one that's crying. You're tired of being the person that always has to come around with the band-aids and the okay, I'll make sure I'll fix it, and you know, like you're tired of being that person. But your ancestors are also saying like that's okay. It's okay for you to be tired. It's okay for you to want to be taken care of. It's okay for you to have a freaking emotional boo-boo and for somebody to be like, hey, here I am. What do you need from me? I'm here. You know, like, I don't know. It's just overwhelming. It feels very overwhelming. What's going on here for fire signs? What is that? Can you please stop throwing it on the floor? Why you keep throwing it on the floor? The Knave of Swords in the reverse. Ooh, cat got your tongue. Cat got your tongue. Cat got your tongue. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like, listen, I have some things to say. I have a lot of things to say. But I don't want to be the biggest bitch on this motherfucking world right now. Six of Cups, because that's the past version of me. And I like, you know, she's itching to come back around. She's itching. She wants to claw her way back. But I don't want to be that person. Two of Cups, I'm trying to establish healthier relationships right now. But they see that, and that's why progress is coming. All right, so this forward movement in the very thing that you want. But fire signs, it's like work on the weaknesses, because the weaknesses are like maybe like your temptation of your shadow aspect or something like that. Because this is where the weak wall is, essentially. You guys could be dealing with either a family member dynamics, people from the past, relationships from the past, a female water sign, female earth sign, a Leo in their shadow attribute, okay? Let me get you some more messages. Let me switch up real quick. I was about to do the Crowllies deck. I gotta go over there today. I don't know where the heck my other charger is, and my freaking laptop died. I'm sorry, y'all. That's why I didn't go over there. But y'all got videos. Y'all got videos coming. Fire signs, what's going on? What else do they need to know? Oh, I just heard they about to spill tea. Okay. They about to spill tea, so that gives information that you don't know about, information that's behind your back, and things that were not said to you, things that you're not aware of that you need to be aware of in the spiritual streets. Okay. Fire signs. What is that? Self-worth. This is about you. Your ancestors are saying that you are really fucking tired. And I'm not talking about, oh, like, oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I am tired emotionally and I'm exhausted. No, I'm talking about you fucking physically tired. You need a fucking nap. You need several naps. And I know what the fuck I'm talking about because I'm fire sign. Okay? You taking care of yourself is taking care of the fire. Keep kindling the fire. Keep feeding the fire, right? And so, like, being depleted, being low on energy, means that you need to cleanse, okay? And that's the very first thing that I was doing. I was like, yeah, you know, I just opened the windows and I was cleansing, and it took a while for the smoke to go away. I was like, damn, you know, y'all really need it. Like, shit. Like, yeah, like, it's giving this energy. Like, your ancestors saying, you have permission to just dip off and take a vacation. Like, you can take 2 days off. You could take 3 days off. You could prepare for that little mini vacation or some shit. Like, that's a part of your self-care. That's how you fuel your energy again. Structure. Put that in your calendar. Put it a part of your calendar. Self-care weekend. Self-care week. Self-care by what is that, bi-monthly? Oh shit, that was a crow. No, it wasn't. It was a blue jay. That was a blue jay. Wow. Oh, there it is again. Bi-weekly self-care dates. Build that into your foundation and watch how something is going to slow and steadily grow. Or something's going to start forming. What are you talking about? What is that? Nurture. So going back to the original messages of your emotions, okay? It's like you kind of you feel emotionally weak or emotionally numb or emotionally unavailable or just like meh. Right? And so this is going to help you to like restabilize your sincere emotions. So like your ancestors are saying they want you to take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. Look at him. He's like, hello, I can see what you're doing. Are you going to take care of yourself now? What about today? What about in 5 minutes from now? Did you eat yet? All right. What's going on here? One more for fire signs. I felt personally attacked for that one. Illusions. Okay, so now we're getting into the who's really watching you. You ready? Here it is. What are they not seeing clearly? This is the T part. This is a general reading, love. I already did the collective spread in the very beginning, and I'm doing fire signs right now. The next sign is going to be earth signs. Then after that, water signs, and then air signs. All right, fire signs. What is this? So again, something from the past. Wow, living in the past. Literally came up. So there's something that you're being a little delulu about something. So something's being like literally replayed over and over again. And is not allowing you to move forward. This is also the energy of like beating yourself down because you feel like you're not supposed to. Ooh, this is like that leaving home energy. You know when you have to leave your parents and become an adult, right? It's like that energy is like, wow, I really don't want to do this, but I want to do it, but it makes me feel uncomfortable, and I don't know what is going to, like, I don't know what's going to happen next, and it's like that type of energy. They want something to be cleared up in regards to that. This has a lot to do with your independence. This has a lot to do with the reasoning behind why you do the things that you do in regards to the way you take care of yourself and the ways that you might not show up for yourself all the way. And they're trying to help you go from avoidance, escapism, illusions is also like fantasy, right? So this is like more living in daydreaming versus actively trying to proactively trying to manifest. So actually doing things in the physical and also doing energy of reminiscing the past and how things could have been good, or there's some sort of emotion that you're trying to channel again, but it feels like a faint memory. And it's like I just want to feel this again, but it's almost like the feeling is slipping through your fingers. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what that is. Clarify what that is. They're saying like you're not as playful as you used to be. You're not as silly as you used to be. The Ten of Cups. And so like this is because you're not in harmony. You're not in harmony in your heart. You may not be in harmony with family or in your home. Emotionally, there's something that's missing in your relationships. This is something about inner happiness or family contentment, okay? So this is okay. This is what you're searching for. You're searching for the dream come true energy. It's like I want to be living in the manifestation. I just want to be in it. but it's like you're trying to escape the present moment, and the present moment is trying to highlight to you like, yo, red flags, red flags. You keep feeling this way, you keep vibrating this way, you're gonna keep manifesting these loop cycles, and like this toxic shit is gonna keep happening, and then like you're gonna keep getting gaslit and mind fucked out of nowhere, right? Not saying that this is something that we want to project, right, or manifest, but this is just for clarity purposes. So let's reground yourselves into, what do you do idly? What do you think about idly? What do you emotionally pull on idly? And when I say idly, this is like, okay, I'm watching TV, right? And like, as a fire sign, I'll give you myself as an example. There's times where I can get really like in the moody tooties, and I want to see some people cursing each other out, because I'm not the type of person that wants to do that. So I'd rather just watch it and be like, yeah, exactly, you know? And that's, instead of me actually feeding that energy in a way that's subliminally feeding that energy, right? So that's subliminally feeding your shadow. And so you have to kind of figure out, what shadow attribute have you been feeding that is actually like making you fall on your face before you can actually grab the blessing that is being extended to you. And these motherfuckers is just sitting there watching as you're like, I'm dreaming, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna click my heels and I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna click my heels and I'm gonna go home. Wherever that home that you're trying to fucking manifest. And these motherfuckers just watching you heavy like, what the fuck are you doing over there? What the fuck? And then you just hearing them and you're like, shut the fuck up, shut up. I know what I'm doing. Shh, shh. I'm manifesting really hard. Shh, shh. Shut up. All right, really, really intrusive people, intrusive energies that don't need to fucking be there. It's fucking with your motherfucking abundance. And your inner child is over here like, are we ready yet? Are we ready yet? Are we ready yet? Hey, are we there yet? Are we there yet? It's just like, shut the fuck up. It's gonna go when it's supposed to go. Oh my god. You guys are funny. In the present moment, you are attracting. You are. But you feel like you're not. And your ancestors are like, just do a little bit more self-love stuff. Stay away from that external third-party shit. Separate yourself from that. Tap into more higher self messages. Okay? Who went down the rabbit hole? Who did it? I did Mercury retrograde. It was only pick a card though. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Some may say it was for reflection purposes. Others may say the shadow one. All right, one more message for the fire signs to see what's going on for you guys. Fire signs. What is this? Shadow work. Shadow work. Fire signs. Crack open them journals. Where'd that book at? Grab the book. Look under your bed. Go organize the books in the freaking box that you have in the corner. Shadow work needed. A soulmate, a passionate lover, a romantic connection. What's coming? That's what's coming. It's like, yo, I don't fumble this shit. Close book. Damn! Yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna pull no more either. That's it, y'all. Alright, who's next? Earth signs. Earth signs. What's going on for earth signs? Yeah. You feel the what? The impatience about to explode. Yeah, that egotistical monster is a bitch. Earth signs, time to break a spell. Go check the collective message because that was on there. Has something to do with a water sign or air sign. All right. Huh. It's hot. Excuse me. Harmful. Attached to you. Okay, so this is like a binding. This is like a binding working. So like somebody try to um like tie something to your picture, tie something to like a social media account of yours, tie something to your name, your date of birth, um, like a tag lock, okay? And I'm gonna tell you this as explanation purposes, not to teach anybody how to fucking do this shit, okay? Anyway, somebody grabbed these particular things that I have already mentioned of yours and made a little packet. I'm seeing something that is either white or like a tannish beige. So this is like parchment paper. My bad. Um, and put like some herbs in there, okay, or some sort of dirt. Um, and then they wrapped it. I'm seeing black string. Nothing red. Nothing red was used. Black string, so black is usually for baneful work in terms of banishing, in terms of binding, in terms of breakup work, in terms of keeping someone in the dark or in the shadows, um, in terms of hexing, right? That's the very last thing that I have to say. And so they went ahead and did this, and they put it in a little fucking thing like this, okay? So it's like wrapped up. This is what the fuck I saw. Give me an example. And that's from my packages stuff for the mystery boxes that I'm about to start doing this month. Anyway, it's like some shit like this. This is what they show me. Some shit that looks like this, but like wrapped up all black. Some shit like this, but like it has stuff in it, okay? And it's wrapped up, it's all black. What else do you need to say about that? What else do they need to say about that? This is the spell that you need to break. So you may need to know more information on it. Okay, so maybe watch the collective. Let me see. Let me get some more information. What is this thing that they attached them? Oh, they're your karmic soulmate. So the karmic soulmate did this shit. Yeah, you can trust me. The karmic soulmate did it. And see, this is what your ancestors are saying, though. All the spells that were casted against you is now actually being sent back to them. So even if you have not did a prayer or lit a candle or did an offering or have even spoken to your ancestors, they are working on your behalf. So something is no longer spiritually attacking you that was impacting you, and this is where the source was. The source came from some sort of baneful working, and I showed you exactly what it looked like. So if you guys want to kind of go and start researching and kind of figure what that is, right, or if you want to book a personal session so you could really figure out what the fuck is going on, you can do that too. But they're saying that you're protected, okay? You're protected from this karmic soulmate and whatever the fuck magic they casted. And if you watch the collective reading in the beginning, I actually said that as well. I mentioned protection. I think I said like double protection or something like that. All right. For earth signs. You need earth signs. You need to slow down in regards to your energy. Like there's something that's like really negative. And I don't know if like this is the energy that you're exuding, but this is like something that you have to slow down. Your answer's like, yo, you need to slow down on that. I don't know if it has anything to do with like allowing too many people in your energy or the things that you are consuming, like consumption wise. All right. And this could be through eyesight, through sound. through consumption of spoken word, okay? So the things that you say, cleanse your mouth. You could be really negative things, and then a lot of, like, the space becomes cluttered with the very potent, heavy with the negativity that is spoken, and it may need to be cleansed. All right. So pay attention to the areas in the home, or the areas in which you have the most experiences of negativity, or just feeling kind of boxed in, right? And some of you guys may need to kind of be weary of collective readings. All right. You're more of the type of people that you would need to select your zodiac sign, your actual pile, to make sure that at least once or twice a year, only once or twice a year, to get a full reading, right? A full interpretation, something that is more personalized to your energy. Because I feel like your energy, because it's so, you have this like it feels like a vacuum, like you pull in energy, but that's because you're not like an energy vampire or anything like that. Don't get it fucked up. It's like this energy of, like, because you can pull and hold an accumulation of energy for a really long time. It's like a power source, kind of like a power battery. It's like you could charge up with just negativity. And so you need to learn how to transmute that negativity, and, like, to take that negativity, all that anger, all that frustration, all that confusion, and then transmute it and shift it into clarity, and transmute it and shift it into tranquility and peace and evolution. You need to learn how to do this. So this is, you, like, slow down on hyperfixating on the collective, hyperfixating on the outside, and hyperfixate on the inside, so you can change that energy. When you change that energy within you, you will see it different outside of you, okay? That's what I'm seeing there. Something here in regards to a change in environment, a home, an apartment move, or a home move, a relocation, smooth transition. Don't worry about it. The resonance change is going to be provided by your ancestors, but this also means that you got to listen to your ancestors when they say, hey, yo, cleanse. Hey, yo, you need to chill out with all that negativity. Okay? Because they're doing it for a reason. That's a closed book on that. Let's get some more details. Did I do your tarot? I don't think I did your tarot yet. Hold on. My bad, though. And there's a confirmation for one of you guys. If you did watch a collective, and I'm not talking about one that you have like timestamps. This is like a collective in the beginning and timestamps later on, right? Not this type of reading. I'm talking about full on collective, just period. Big chunk, just collective. If you just recently watched a collective reading and you're an earth sign, or it has something to do with an earth sign, they're saying that the reading that you just finished watching was holding on to a lot of negative messages. And so you may need to cleanse the space and yourself after this reading, okay? All right? Take that however it resonates for you. Okay, earth signs. What else do they need to know? Remember, you guys, this is urgent messages within the next 30 days. All of these things are significant. All right, Six of Cups. So they're talking about your past. Want to know why? Why are they talking about the past? Is this an event, a situation, a person, an experience? The Queen of Coins, the Queen of Cups, maybe people. Maybe a female earth sign, maybe a female water sign. Maybe a mother figure. Maybe someone that was potentially a female caretaker of yours. All right, from the past. Okay, the Emperor. The spirits that walk with you and that protect you are actually closer to your family lineage of your passed away loved ones than you think. You may think like, oh, ancestors, wow, that's super old. Like, who the fuck is that? Like, Seven of Cups, like, it could be anybody. Like, you know, but no, like, this is like from your father's side. Father's mother, father's aunt, mother's mother, um, someone's brother or someone's sister, right? Like, so it's like really close to like your direct family. And someone that you could even been familiar, like, of your childhood. Like, yeah, I used to talk to them and they used to hang out with me. They used to come to family events. This person was married to this person, like that type of thing, right? So they wanted to let you know that that's the spirits that walk with you. And the man that walks with you was some sort of authority figure. When I say authority figure, that could range. So I'm gonna give y'all like a couple examples. Authority figure can mean anything in regards to military, police stuff. Authority figure can also be like legal things. This doesn't have to be their actual role, but maybe they were in that career field or something like that, or maybe they worked in that career field or they were interested in that. Okay. The female energy I'm seeing is someone. It's giving this energy that they used to feed you the bottle. Okay, so this is a female energy that used to feed you the bottle, or the female energy that you would go over there in the summers or something like that. Okay, and then the other female is the one that warns you about your health, the one that gives you your money decisions and your money advice when you says go, don't go, spend this, don't spend this, keep that, don't do that, throw that person away. That's not good. All right, so you have three main energies, a very, very prominent masculine energy. That's where that fiery energy comes from. That's where that fiery defensive energy comes from. Very protective, very like, let's get things done. Let's do this. Go, go, go now, now, now. Like it's like that type of energy. But then you have, again, a very softer, feminine energies that walk with you that hold just as much weight as the masculine energy, right? That's really cool. Okay, so Aries could be significant. Fire sign masculine could be significant. Water sign feminine, and earth sign feminine. Okay. What else for earth signs? So this is the energies that are connecting with you this particular month. And this past month too, because there was like some sort of experience that you had recently. And I'm not sure if it was a dream. For some of you guys it was a dream, and for some of you guys it was a tap. And you like kind of jumped because it felt like very real. Okay, hold on. And you looked around and there was no one around you. Yeah, the Six of Wands in the reverse is giving like they watch you when no one else is around, because the six of wands is just like is attention, right? And so this is like you don't pay attention to these ancestors and these spirits, right? Like you're trying to ignore them if anything, right? But also they go unseen, they go unrecognized. Okay, maybe they feel unrecognized, and maybe someone's death date is coming up and they want an offering, or they want to be remembered. Okay, what's going on here? The Star card. Yeah, this is giving like healing energy. They're trying to help you heal through something. They are actually trying to send you messages through your subconscious mind. The Knave of Cups. You need to strengthen your intuition. Gain more information and knowledge on the particular type of spiritual gift that you have. Okay? And then try to apply like practicing techniques. I'll give you some examples right now. If you're clairaudient, practice listening. And I know it's gonna be like, wow, okay. No, seriously, practice listening. Sit in meditation, go outside and just listen. Listen for the trees rustling. Listen for faint conversations in the background. Listen for animal noises. Listen for car noises. Listen for the most very, very, very dull sounds. Because what's going to end up happening is then the downloads start coming in. Because once you're very hyperly aware of everything, then you get into the state of nothingness, right? Because you're already aware of everything, so there's nothing that you need to be aware of. That's when you're connected to the Most High. That's when the downloads come in. That's when you're going to start hearing the music. That's when you're going to start hearing the phrases and the words, and you're going to start hearing the sentences, like if somebody's having a conversation right in your ear, okay? That's how you do it when it comes to clairaudience. When it comes to channeling energy, you're someone that if you touch somebody's hands, you can feel their energy. Just standing right next to somebody, you can feel their energy. Then start to feel. Put your feelings to the side for a second, and this is how you do it. I'm not talking about compartmentalizing. That's toxic. Let's reframe that. Let's go ahead and put our emotions to the side because we are aware of what is ours. We are aware that, okay, today I didn't wake up angry. I didn't wake up agitated, but I'm a little confused. I still don't have the answers that I need. And that's frustrating me. And that frustration can then end up growing if you do not compartmentalize, put it to the side, because you're aware of your feelings and start to become aware of other people's feelings. Wow, this person's feeling this way today. This person's acting this way today. And now they're projecting this energy onto me, and I'm already feeling frustrated. And so let me go ahead and deal with what I'm dealing with right now instead of reacting with my frustration, combating whatever emotion that they're pushing at me, right? This is becoming more self-aware and proactive in how you're managing and regulating your emotions, okay? So this is something that your ancestors want you to work on. This is something that they've been trying to work on with you as a kid, but maybe, there wasn't as much emotional maturity happening there. Like maybe someone didn't teach you signs of how to regulate your emotions or how to heal from feeling certain types of emotions, right? Because certain emotions can be very potent, right? And if you don't know how to, if somebody doesn't know how to deal with anger or rejection or someone else putting boundaries up, and it makes them feel triggered or makes them feel insignificant because they don't understand what that is, because maybe however they were raised, okay, they didn't have boundaries, and they were allowed to say whatever they wanted to say, right? And so now it's like a relearning, a unlearning, a reprogramming to be able to adapt to, your new surroundings or your new relationships and things of that nature. And that's what they're trying to help you with. They're also trying to help you develop your dream interpretations. You are someone that you can interpret dreams, but you're reading it the wrong way. You're trying to read it logically. Dreams are emotions. And of course, if you're having issues with regulating your emotions or identifying your emotions from other people's emotions and untangling those emotions so that way you can be clear-headed and not confused, that is what's hindering the progress and the understanding, the discernment of your intuition, right? So it's not that you're not getting the downloads. You're getting the downloads. You're fucking intuitive as fuck. Yes, you can foretell shit through your dreams. Absolutely. But there's certain things that are going unseen and unrecognized because intuitively you are not mature enough emotionally to understand and or withhold possible information or be able to channel certain messages without letting it overtake you. Okay, so you're someone that, like, if you have what is that called? These are fiery spirits, so these are warrior spirits. If you have warrior spirits, and your warrior spirits is ready to pop off. No, I'm not gonna take that. The boundaries were crossed, and karma has to come, and right. But you could feel all that heat within you in your body, and now you actually want to start ripping things up and shredding things and breaking things, and because you're not ready to control that energy of those spirits around you, because that energy is very potent and strong. So that's why cleansing is very significant. Okay. Cleansing and feeding your spirits is significant. Keeping your spirits happy is also significant. All right. One more.
Seven of Coins. Yeah, they're talking about your investments. They want you to invest more on your healing. Invest more in your life, your lifestyle, your family. Somebody could have a son, okay? Somebody needs to invest more time. Like, maybe this is like quality time with your son. Or healing a relationship with a son. I'm not sure if this is you or like you're the son that needs a relationship to be healed with the father, or if you are the father of the son that the relationship needs to heal, okay? Or maybe you are in a relationship with the person, right? That makes sense, right? Okay. And I'm seeing like Aquarius energy, water sign energy for the sun. What else here? There's something also here about your personal power and personal value. Now they're showing me a deep-seated wound. Okay, so this is only going to hit for a couple people. So let it hit where it hits, wherever it fits. Okay? Adolescent years. 7 to 13. No older than 16. Okay? I'm seeing like this is a time where you were at your most imaginative, okay? So this is a time where you still, maybe talk to yourself when your parents weren't around and nobody else was around and shit like that, right? When you would color a lot, or when you would sing a lot, when you would do things that were more unique, that will put you out because you were unique. So this is like dancing and singing and like being out there, like your most raw creative self, right? There's something here that happened around that time frame that wounded your personal value, your personal perception of your value, your personal power. It got wounded here. And so that's when you fell back. This is giving like outsider. Boom. I'd rather be on the outside. I'd rather not be in that friend group. I'd rather not be outside. I'd rather not be seen. That's where this is coming from. Tower. There's your revelation. Some of you guys were sitting there like, where is the wound? Where is the wound? Where is the wound? I just want to heal it. I just want to fix it so I could just get over this shit. There's the wound. It was in that house. So for some of you guys, it could be the structure of a relationship. It could be the structure of a household. It could be things that remind you of certain things that happen around that time in your childhood that could be reoccurring in the present moment, that is coming for the purpose of revelation. All right? The Queen of Cups. For the purpose of nurturing. For the purpose of healing. For the purpose of self-acknowledgement. Validation. So this is giving like, maybe you weren't really emotionally validated a lot when you were a kid. And that needs to be, we have the energetic imbalance here. Alright, earth signs. What else for earth signs? Earth signs, y'all had some like really deep messages today. Of stability. Yeah, they're trying. So you've been doing a lot. You've been doing a lot, or there's a couple things that you've been kind of weary about, uncertain about, stressed out about. I'm seeing stressful choices. Okay. Something is chaotic here, and you're trying to go with the flow. I heard waterboard. It's like life is waterboarding you right now. Holy shit. God.
And that's another military term. Like, it's like life is waterboarding you right now, and you're just trying to be stable. You're just trying to catch a break. Like, and then you have to, it's like you're being pushed into making these very difficult choices or very stressful choices. Because it might not even be that difficult, but it could just be like so much pressure to make those choices. What's going on here? You're welcome, love. Yeah, we have lost and wounded. Like this is really, now I'm hearing where the light enters, right? The cracks. This is why is being revealed right now. It's like everywhere you feel uncomfortable. Every which way you feel uncomfortable. Every which way you just feel like it's just too much. It's just like, well, I'm getting hit over here and over there, and I have to do this, I have to do that. You know, I have to show up and be this person. It's like you're not feeling capable enough. Like, am I an imposter right now? Like, am I not the person that I need to be? Like, and for some of you guys, it's like, again, with that family thing, I don't know what's going on there, but like, somebody feels isolated, like left out, like, and this is not like, oh, you feel left out because nobody wants to play with you. It's like, oh, you feel left out, like, no, nigga, y'all fucking left. Y'all fucking forgot me. Like, y'all, like, I never fucking existed. Like, hello? You know, like, some of you guys, you could be missing a sense of stability with someone or just someone. Like, you just missed when everything was easier. So, like, you're learning, your ancestors are teaching you how to flow even when you're wounded. And that's a hard lesson. To flow even when you're wounded, to keep going even though you lost things and lost people and people are not around you. And we have Jupiter energy. It's like, don't even worry about that because things are going to start popping off. And in the good way. Things are going to grow. You had to lose some people. People had to be removed from the cast of your life, star, show. Because they are no longer in the new movie casting. Sorry. They're not in maybe this is like part 3, part 4 right now of your movie. And no, we got recast. You're pursuing new things. You're not that old version of you, and you're not trying to bring that old stuff with you either, you know? But this is for your growth. So this is like growing pains. Growing pains of misalignment. Ooh. Growing pains of misalignment. Why? Because all the people that were misaligned are now not around you. And now you feel like you're an imposter because you've been around those people for almost all your life. And you start to feel like, does that mean that I am also an imposter? Because I allowed myself to be in that lifestyle around those people for all that time and to be swindled by people that I actually became vulnerable with and that I actually thought was family. But in reality, things happen and you start to realize, like, who's really going to stay with you and who actually just feels obligated to you. Yeah. You have new opportunities coming in. Oh! Illusion! Higher self. Your higher self was like, listen, there was a reason why you needed to be gaslit for. You can get rid of old energy and add the element of protection and cleansing and abundance into each item that you have. Maybe you need to clear stagnation through the air, okay? The universe is responding to how you're feeling, so pay attention to your feelings, all right? What's going on here for water signs? What do they need to know? Not seeing eye to eye, okay? So something is not in energetic alignment with you, and something needs to be cleared out, all right? So in the next 30 days, you not seeing eye to eye with someone is actually giving you some sort of confirmation. Okay. Be open to receive from others, water signs. Be open. And it's funny because you have this combating energy. It's giving like, how do you want me to be open and receive from other people when I feel like I'm constantly in conflict with others? Like when I feel like people don't want to, like people don't feel me. I like as a water sign, like you guys are very, very intuitively sensitive, aware beings. So the way I want to say that is like when you walk into a room, you're not reading body language. You're reading other people's feelings, right? So you walk into the room and you could sniff out the stench of somebody just being bitchy just to be bitchy versus someone being bitchy because someone's feelings are hurt and they're being defensive. And you get what I'm saying? Like you can analyze all of that through feeling, through intuition, you know? And it's like, you may not be seeing eye to eye with certain people because you're not in the same alignment or vibration or emotional capacity. Okay. For those of you that you are into sales, okay, you either are someone that promotes other brands, like products, right? Or you're someone that you're the one that's creating it. You already listed it, and or you're thinking about listing this product. All right, sales are going to skyrocket. Yeah. And so, like, the people that are not in alignment with you, they're just not going to be in alignment with you. Like, I just feel like you should just... Sometimes it's a bittersweet pill to swallow. What's going on here? Water signs. Who is this heavy drinker? I hope this is not you. Water signs. Or is this a person that you're not seeing eye to eye with? Is that their energy? Are they in this, like, numbing their feelings, avoidant stage, and or this is energy of like overdoing things? Yeah, Reiki energy healing for a soulmate connection. You guys, this is that not seeing eye to eye thing. So if, let's say there is a particular bedroom that you've had arguments in, things of that nature, that may need to get cleansed. All right. If you were with a particular person, you're not with that person no more. Maybe it's time to throw out the bed sheets and the pillowcases that you rolled around in the bed with that person and that's no longer in your life, because their energy is like lingering. Okay. For those of you that, you know, you work with, this is like holistic healing techniques, energy healing, shamanic healing. Continue to do that energy work because it is definitely working well with your energy. And there's something here, okay, confirmation. So from time to time, you don't be getting nothing in your eye. It's not an eyelash. You don't be emotional. But from time to time, your eyes just start emotionally leaking. You just start crying and crying and crying. You're just like, I don't feel any type of way. So like, why is my eye like watery like that? Like why? Like if you really crying and it will like stream down your eyes. And this is like the physical sign of you energetically finally cutting ties with something that no longer serves you. And you finally shedding it away. And this is like more energetic and emotional. So yeah. Anything else that the ancestors want to tell? Oh, this is the second warning, okay? The red alarm is going off from your ancestors and they're saying to trust your intuition. This is your warning. There's something here that you need to pay attention to. So you may need to meditate or be in prayer within the next 30 days for you to really listen So what's going on here? Access denied to your future. This goes back to the collective reading. Okay? If I could ever finish this dang freaking live stream today. Access denied. They can't sit with you. Somebody, so that you're being made aware, going back to you're someone who you could pick up the vibes emotionally. You can tell when someone's emotionally disconnected, emotionally unavailable, emotionally all over the place. Okay? And you can tell when someone is being, I'm hearing, like emotionally manipulating you and or no, this doesn't feel that. This is like withholding something. Like you can feel it, but they're not saying it, but the energy is thick. Right. That's what it feels like. And they're saying trust your intuition about this. I don't know what it is for you, but they're giving you signs and synchronicities. Go with it. Do that phone call reading. Your ancestors got some messages for you. Cleansing time. I told y'all. Cleansing. Smoke cleanse could be good. An egg cleanse could be good. A cleansing bath. So I gave you options. Okay? It doesn't matter which one. Just do one. What else? Third-party social media platforms. Angel number 111. Yeah. So you're being... This is like the people that are not like... People that are not matching your aesthetic, your vibe, your mentality, your energy, the next thing that you're about to do in life, they're going to start falling off of your social media platforms. You're just not like, they're not going to like the content anymore. So I'm seeing like a lot of people just not, they're just falling away. But this is not a negative thing for you. Because if anything, it's just going to keep the people that is actually for you around you. You may need to, if you're around a lot of other people, like this is like over 5-10 people at a time, constantly, all the time, you may need to cleanse, especially when you're in big groups. Maybe this could also be like, I did pick up like sales and stuff like that. So maybe you market a lot on different social media platforms. So you may need to cleanse your energy or cleanse certain platforms. I also see this energy of like, this is particularly someone that could create content in their bedroom or in a specific room in their home. That may need to be cleansed, okay? Ooh, so here's tea. Here's tea. So there's signs of karma. You're going to be getting a lot of synchronicity. You're going to be hearing karmic debt. You're going to be hearing signs of karma. And this is due to the actions or decisions of someone's intentions that were not high vibrational. You were not seeing eye to eye. Okay? So this was someone that was inebriated. Someone that was not in their full senses. Okay? And they worked against you. So this has to be like somebody did something on their drunken night or something like that. And they could have posted something on social media that you're not even following or something like that. And like a whole mess happened, okay? I'm seeing that that's heavy for somebody. And if it's not that, it's like a scenario similar to that. But more so on like, it doesn't matter whether or not you are aware or made aware. Or if you have like receipts, screenshots or whatever. They're going to pay for these things. And the source will be revealed to you. The intel will come from the particular person. All right? So it's like somebody's going to end up snitching on themselves. Somebody's going to end up talking so much that they end up saying something. It's like somebody could be mutuals or friends with somebody. And then that gets revealed because they share something. Or they get tagged on something, or they're commenting under something, or something like that, okay? And that's how this gets revealed. Some of you you may need an in-depth career reading or a money moves reading, okay? Because some of you guys you're still trying to discover where you are in your career path or how you want to like craft your niche. So basically like your mission and vision, the type of products you want to do, the how far you want to go, like if you're creating a brand, what type of brand it is, if it's in alignment with your life purpose and things of that nature, okay? Because that's another thing that I'm seeing here. Okay, close book on that for water signs. Let me get some more intel. Your tarot. So give them some information here on why they need to cleanse. What are they cleansing off of themselves? What are they cleansing and clearing at this time? With this cleansing bath, this cleansing through smoke or incense or egg cleanse. Okay, some of you guys, you may have already done this, and so this is just letting you know what you already cleared, and for some of you, you haven't done it, but you were thinking about it, and this is your confirmation. All right, we have Knight of Cups. This could actually be helping you to clear and cleanse things that are about to start coming towards you, offers that are about to start coming towards you, so that way you can clear away illusionists, emotional illusionists. This is like emotional players, basically. The ones that come right in time just to love on you. That's the energy that you're cleansing off, cleansing away. So that way you will be able to receive the correct offers that are actually supposed to be for you. You have the energy of the Star here, the Three of Cups, and the Hermit. You can be clearing energy, cleansing friendships, friendship dynamics, the connections in your inner circles. All right. Some of you guys, you could be calling in more mature friends, people that are more philosophical, have wisdom to drop on you. Not necessarily older friends, but older in spirit and mentality. For some of you, an Aquarius or a Virgo could be significant. You are cleansing away lack and poverty. Okay, so this could be the bad luck with finances or the loss of resources. You could be clearing out resources and things that you do not need because they're not of value. Okay. The Queen of Swords, and that's standing on that. That's drawing the line. Okay. This is standards, romantic standards, relationship standards, emotional boundaries, being very clear on what you want, on what you are willing to receive, and what is that? Deal with. There we go. The Three of Coins is here. What is also being cleansed could be your support system. Your support system and things to do with how people perceive you, how people see you. So this is your reputation, your work reputation, your reputation in regards to family. The Lovers here. Prepare for a new relationship after this cleanse. Prepare for a new relationship after this cleanse. I'm not sure if it's going to be a major one. It's going to be a major relationship. It could be a friendship that leads to a major relationship, romantic. Or it can be a crush that is a friend that leads into a romantic, a very major romantic connection. Or this is a soulmate friendship. Very, very deep connection here. And they could be perhaps a coworker, a collaborator, someone that works in the same field as you or something like that. Gemini, Virgo, Aquarius, air sign feminine, could be a spiritual person, Could be a coach of some sort, a guide of some sort. Six of Swords. You know what's also being cleansed? Your perception of something. Something that you've been over-analyzing is now going to be cleared. You don't have to look at it anymore. Anything you've been hyper-fixated on is being cleared. Okay? Let's talk about this access denied. What is this energy? Okay, all right. The King of Coins. The Knave of Swords in the reverse. This is for your stability. It's for your stability because something is not as calculated as it should. As it should be. Clarify, access denied. What is that energy about? Access denied. Hey, y'all. The Tower. Woo, revelation. Okay, so for some of you, this could be work-related, okay? For others of you, I heard something about a family member. So a family member that has restricted access to you. Not sure if this is like your family member or someone that you have a family with. But there's something here about like, because the Tower comes in with the Knave of Swords in the reverse. Like the Knave of Swords is very impulsive, very like quick. In the reverse, it gives like very calculated. Something is very calculated. This Tower is calculated. So the removal of these people is calculated. Something that is being broken down in regards to your lifestyle, your well-being, your family dynamics, your maybe business, okay, that is being deconstructed. It is for a reason. This is not something, it may appear at foresight to be a shock, unexpected, and even chaotic. The Nine of Wands is here. But you will be able to sustain this energy. So it's like as soon as like whatever is being removed, whoever doesn't have access to you, perhaps access to your family life, access to your money, your business, maybe even your well-being, the Five of Pentacles is here. Yeah, something that will put you at a loss. So this is exactly, and this is giving like any type of financial energetic leech, any coat writers, okay, people that will speak negatively of you behind your back, the Ten of Wands. They're literally relieving you of the thing that is burdening you the most. With the Chariot here, and it's going to be very quick with the Sun. So it's literally between Cancer and Leo season that this is going to take place. Yeah. And here's that relationship coming in strongly. You will be able to be independent in this relationship, so I don't feel like this is a codependent connection dynamic. So, but it is going to come in as soon as you start getting it together with cleansing whatever this energy is. Alright, hold on. Let me switch decks real quick. Because I want to see who the heck this person is, this heavy drinker. And I also want to get your messages for your sales, your money messages. Okay. Tell us about this heavy drinker. For water signs. Is this water signs? This is somebody that they're dealing with. How to start shadow work. Practice pointing out all of your shadow attributes. Spot the inner shadow that is you. So for some of you, this is you. For others of you, this is not you. But you thought it was you. Because maybe at some point in time, you did, you were kind of going a little heavy on the shots and things like that. But I don't necessarily see that. Not for you anyway. Okay. All right, we have a divine shift happening for you guys. Yeah, this is a toxic relationship. So the heavy drinker is the toxic relationship. This was the relationship that you dealt with that fueled all of your motherfucking nightmares and fears. Okay? This is like a nightmare relationship, or a relationship that literally, like, it would be a nightmare if you go back, and be with a person. This partner, they're saying they seem to be obsessive, okay? They could be obsessive about you, or they can become obsessive just in general, okay? This could have been a person that you either were isolated from your family because you were with them, or this was a situation where because you were with them, or because you were in that type of relationship, you felt isolated or something from family and friends. This is the partner that plays mind games. So okay, so that makes sense. And this is the partner that led, this is the catalyst that led to you having to tap into your higher self and accept your reality for what it was, and acknowledge what you can change and what you can't change, because you can't change a toxic person in a toxic relationship, right? The only thing that you can do is get the fuck up out of Dodge, and that's the divine shift that you experienced. And so this could have been very dramatic and drastic. Some of you, you're in the process of going through this right now. And so within the next 30 days, it's like all the little tiny signs, omens, synchronicity that you possibly need, so that way you can get the fuck up out of Dodge, okay? Because it's literally pushing you, a much needed push towards the right direction. Because you need to acknowledge your own power. And sometimes your own power is not waiting around for someone to change. It's just changing yourself. And if they don't want to change, then that's on them. And you're just going to keep moving forward and do not look back. So spot the inner shadow within you that could have been enabling this toxic relationship. Because I'm seeing like this partner could be the type of partner that ignores your set boundaries. And like, this is not something that, oh man, I forgot, my bad, my bad. No, this is like something that you have to repeat every single day, every other day, every couple fucking minutes. It's like to that point where it's, how much more are you willing to take? And this is also like, I'm going to give you something so I can get something type of relationship. Which is completely different from reciprocity. It's more so like I'm gonna get mine the way I can get mine, and that's more useful. That's like someone that's using you. That's like a toxic relationship, that someone's like using what you can bring to the table, what you have of value. Could be utilizing your emotions to feed them their inner selves somewhere, somehow. Look, synchronicities. You guys are having some thoughts, okay? Surrendering to things out of your control. Give them more confirmations about this heavy drinker. More confirmations about this heavy drinker. Yeah. Synchronized dreams. You could have dreamt about this person. This person could be trying to get into your dreams. Or every time this person's drinking heavily, you dream of them. Okay, it's giving, it's giving, it's giving. This is water signs, love. This is water signs. I already did fire and earth. And then the collective in the beginning. I'm doing water signs right now. This person, so it's giving this energy of like, this person self-sabotages through drinking. They're connected to you somehow because of a toxic relationship. Whenever they drink, they pop up in your dreams. Boom. We got it. We got it. We flowing. And so this is the period of time where you start like getting reality check. Like, listen, that ain't ever gonna happen again. We'll see. We'll see if we get a zodiac sign. I got you. What's going on here? What is this water sign? Listen to your intuition. Whenever I deliver messages, I deliver it in a way that your ancestors are going to whisper things in your ear and remind you conversations, show you pictures of people, put people's names in your mind, and even possibly get text messages while you're doing the live stream together. Okay? Just other insights of confirmations. All right, let's see. Tell us more about this heavy drinker and why the heck did they even pop up in the reading? Right? Because like, what's the importance? That's the imbalanced relationship that they were talking about. That was the relationship that was like the catalyst. So that was the relationship that you were like, all right, I had to learn that, you were the type of person that manipulated the fact that I was yearning for something and I may not have had it before, and because I slipped up and I told you that I didn't experience that, you ended up gaslighting me, you ended up manipulating me, and you ended up, breadcrumbing me and not necessarily really giving me what you were saying that you were going to give me, but painting the most beautiful picture and then walking away, leaving me fucking thirsty. Fuck you. Fuck 'em. Look at that. Confirmation. Fuck them. That's not cool. That's not fucking cool, yo. Confirmation. What's going on here? Damn, no, I didn't mean to like drop y'all like that. My bad. Oh, shit. Look, see, sorry. There we go. That's better. Had to pin it there. All right, let me see. A soulmate. So, this is what's getting cleared out. The imbalanced relationship is getting cleared out. But before we can clear it out, we have to what? We have to name it. We have to name it. We have to identify. We have to be like, okay, this is what I do not want ever again. And this is not something that I'm going to ever tolerate again. So how do I put myself in a position where I can articulate what I will and will not tolerate anymore? So that way someone doesn't think that they have the opportunity to ever gaslight me again. And that's going to put you in the energy of getting that soulmate. Okay? And that's accepting your what? Your new reality. Because this old person, every time, I don't know if it's like they get into like this, maybe they pull on emotions. Because when you're drinking, that's emotional too, right? Whether you're trying to numb something or not. Because some drinkers, they're doing it to numb. And some drinkers are doing it so that they can feel warm, because they don't feel warm inside. Because they feel like everybody's cold around them, so they try to get that warmth, that ooh, and that little vibe and everything careless free, right? But this person is like, when they drink, it's like, let me give y'all more information. I got you. Because now I'm about to dive into their head. Since they want to be popping up in your head, we're going to dive into theirs. Right? You want to be popping up in dreams, huh? So let's pop up in your fucking subconscious. All right. Like, why? What is this? What's really happening? And don't show me from an ego mindset. Show me from the highest self. Thank you. Keys on a ring. Self-love. For some, this could have been a one-night stand. For some, it could have been something that was short-lived. And when I say short-lived, let's not even get caught up in regards to timing. Let's just talk about emotions. Let me meet you where you are, water signs. Because I have water in my Venus. I have water in my North Node. Scorpio. In both. But from what I'm seeing here, when they're drinking, they're trying to manifest you. And what happens is that they end up manifesting themselves in your dream. Are they aware that they're capable of doing this? No. They're over here thinking that it's also a fucking dream. And they're sitting there trying to figure out, what does that mean? Does that mean that I'm not over them? And in reality, you guys are like fucking like meeting up. I'm hearing, there's a meeting in my bedroom. No, that's not what we want. But this person always looks at you as one of those options. And I'm not talking about sexual either. I'm talking about when they think of a future that is the future for themselves, they think about you. Which is interesting because this person this is not the type of person that would have a conventional relationship. At least not the type of relationship that you want. Again, let's go back to Let's not go delulu now, okay? Let's not, oh my God, they're thinking about me. No, this was an imbalanced relationship. Let's not get delulu. Let's ground ourselves, right? The same person, the one that's stringing you along, is the same person that hopes that you still love them. But you have grown so much. You're in this energy of manifesting. You're in this energy of self-worth and expansion and growth and what is that? Personal assurance. Okay, reassuring yourself, not searching for validation within others. So what's the reasoning behind this person pulling in emotionally on water signs? They want that renewal. They want the fresh start, right? So they're pulling on your sacral chakra. You've been having issues with your sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is the, like, around the belly button area. This could be either digestive issues. This could be, again, with the heavy drinking. Have you been over consuming? Because this person's pulling on your energy, and if they're over drinking, you may have been over what? We don't know. We don't know. You know what you've been overdoing. Okay? And that's why. It's not because, oh, you decided to just do this. No, it's because the energy was being tampered with. Your energy was being tampered with. Because there's still an energetic spark between the both of you guys. So it's like I'm seeing not an energy cord, right? It's like sparks being sent from other ends, and then there's a distance. So it's like and if the both goes enough, it goes and then like zaps together. Like that's what I'm seeing. But because it's imbalanced, it's like when you're zapping, they're not, and when they're zapping, you're not. So it's like a run and chase and pull. This is the person that this could have been your toxic relationship crisis scenario. Okay? Because not everybody got that, but some do. Okay? So what the heck is the reason? Why did the ancestors want to bring this up to them? Why do your ancestors want you to know? This is the illusion. This is where the confusion is coming from. This is why it's hard for you to make a decision. This is why you're not seeing something clearly, because that energy is impacting you. It could be impacting the way you're expressing yourself, the way you are creating things, the way you are showing up in the world, the way you perceive yourself, or the way you perceive love, or the way you are expressing the way you care for yourself. Because this individual has an avoidant, escapist type of style. What is that? A detachment style of love? Okay, because again, one night stand energy is like, I'm only gonna be here for a little bit and I'm gonna leave, right? So they're only committed to a small portion. They only gave you a small portion that they were willing to give. But the fact that the key is here is that this person slipped up and they gave you the key to their heart. And that's the truth in these streets. Venus. That's the truth in these streets. So they starting to drink heavy. And when they pop up in your dreams, it's because they realizing that they done fucked up and gave you the keys to the city. And now they watching you. No way. And your ancestors like, this person may have not said anything to you at all. Y'all may have not spoken in so long. Doesn't matter how long. But that's what you need to know. Like, you really need to know that that person actually cares more than what they lead on to say. Clarify, sales skyrocket for water signs. Sales skyrocket. Ooh, we have the death card here. Don't worry, that's not a bad thing. So if we're talking about sales, I'll give you an example for services and then I'll give you an example for products, okay? If you are someone that you're a service provider, whether you have your own business or you work for a company, this means a particular service ended and now there's another service that's beginning, okay? Something is discontinued. If it was a product, it was discontinued and or rebranded, okay? That's what it's giving. It's giving like, okay, we no longer carry this, but now instead of this, we're going to upscale or do more of this, right? It's giving that. So some changes are going to create this skyrocket energy in sales. Two more. The 10 of Wands. It could be overwhelming. So I will say this. Make sure that you guys, if you know, sales, service, products, make sure that you have enough time for your booking time, all right, within a day. You have enough products listed, meaning you do your stock and you make sure that you have enough products to be able to produce. And or you have enough resources to create those products, okay? So that way you don't start getting overwhelmed, okay? Sales skyrocket. Raise that energy. Yeah, for some of you guys, this could be a brand new product that you're launching. This could be a brand new service that you are, you know, marketing. This could be a brand new company that you're working with because you guys stop working with one company, stop collaborating with one company, one brand, one other organization, and now you're working with another one. They may require a lot because the 10 of Wands is also like holding a lot of weight, like you have to do a lot of things. It could be a lot of tasks, could be very stressful or hard to manage. So that means that you may need, you know, this is like very detailed work or very stressful work or a heavy load, okay? So if we're talking about products, we're talking about heavy packages, all right? So we talk about heavy packages, that means that there's a lot of products in the packages, all right? So there's something new that is very heavy, that is very transformative, that is like, it's really good, okay? The 8 of Coins here lets me know there's something that you've been working on. You've been either developing, trying to create something new, innovative, like this is something that you've been having under wraps in the background. This could be something that you got certified for, or you could be teaching other people. This could be courses, something like that, okay? Yeah, 2 of Swords. Again, this was the thing that you were very like, shouldn't I? Because of that heavy drinking freaking person that was all up in your sacral chakra fucking with your money. Look. The devil. And that wasn't your self-sabotaging thing. So that was, like, again, the spark. So you need to protect your emotional and energy. Your emotional energy, your emotional body, and your etheric body is the most important thing for you to protect, especially with individuals that are imbalanced relationships that could be dependent, addicted, in their self-sabotage era. Okay? Yeah, that's what I got for y'all. All right, last but not least, air signs. Air signs. Where is this? This one comes on here. Hold on. What's that? Card on the floor. All right, we ready? Air signs. It's so funny because the message that came out in the collective reading in the beginning came out again with the casting of spells and someone purchasing spell work. Angel number 14411. All right. So that's a confirmation for somebody. Either they might actually be an air sign themselves and you're also an air sign. Or this particular person is working with not just one person or one store, like one spiritual shop or something. All right, clarify what's going on here. Hey, y'all. Air signs. Doctor's office. Air signs, are you guys taking care of your health? There's something about being able to, like, take care of yourself. Clarify this doctor's office energy. What is that? For air signs. The Knave of Cups. Some guys, this is all right. If this is not your health, this is like the lack of water consumption, dehydration. Be careful with dehydration. All right. Here, this could also be like, pay attention to your mental health. Stop putting all these other people in front of you. Like, yeah, the Seven of Cups. That's putting you in a really like weird mental space. Alright, let's see. Let's get some more information. For air signs. For air signs. Ancestor messages. This is going to be for the next upcoming 30 days. Could be significant for you, okay? Ooh. Physical abuser came out? What the? Air signs, are you dealing with somebody that's like crazy with their hands? They don't know how to keep their hands to something? Somebody don't know how to keep their hands to this hoe. And somebody's like warning you, like, that's not a joke. That's not to play with. Angel number 111. Alright. What's going on here? Remember, y'all, take what resonates. Whatever comes into your mind is always for discernment purposes. Okay? So if you are thinking of a particular person, a scenario, situation being brought to you by your ancestors, so check that, okay? Go ahead and pray about it. Talk to your ancestors, give you another confirmation and another confirmation until you 10 toes down and you be like, all right, I know for sure exactly what you're telling me about, okay? Oh, thank you. What's going on here? Yeah. You know, you got the same energy as was it water sign that they was talking about? Y'all need to cleanse y'all bedroom, y'all sacred space, okay? Something about like your your bed sheets, your pillows. So this could be like, I don't know what's going on here. Like you share space with like a water sign or something like that. That I don't know, cause that energy is definitely them up. You don't have to worry about no money though, air signs. I don't see that. I don't see you worrying about that. See money stack, money flow, come back, okay? I'm seeing somebody did something with ammonia, okay? Yo, you got somebody hot. Protect your energy. You got somebody hot. Now, I haven't heard that saying in a really, really long time. You got somebody hot. You got somebody hot. You got somebody living. You got somebody. But this is interesting because if you did something with ammonia, this is returning. This is breaking. This is the removal of something, okay, that needed to be removed from your energy and your space. Yeah, we got signs of karma, karmic results coming in due to actions of thoughts, ideas in the mind, karmic consequences. So this is like somebody was sitting here just conjuring up all this evil shit in their head about you on some real like negative stuff. And I'll be honest with you, it has something to do with disappointment came. Alright, last message. Oh, it's your ex. Coupling with your family member. Be careful with that. They click, talk. Yep. All right, I'm going to leave it at that because this is about to go out again. And Lord knows. Look, ending off at 555.